We're in the bedroom and I'm watching television. I see something move. You see something out of the corner of your eye move, and it's a snake.
Let me give you the backstory how I purchased this house. Luke answered the phone. The seller called from some direct mail piece that we sent out. The guy said he wanted about 100 grand for this house. Quick comps showed that it was not worth anywhere near that in the condition it was in. So Luke sent it to me and I said, not interested. You know, I'm not interested at that price. It was a done deal.
Many months later.
The guy calls back again. Luke feels like, dude, this guy really wants an offer. So I looked it up, I'm like, offer him 30 grand. I didn't even want to go see it. We were so far off, I'm like, offer him 30 grand. So Luke offers him 30 grand and he accepted 31,800. Now, I didn't even want to go to the house. So I actually sent my project manager, Jason Reed. He actually went up to the house and here's what he had to say about it.
He comes to the sliding glass door wearing underwear and a wife beater. He definitely wasn't the most attractive of people. He definitely had some girth. But he invited me in. There's random nonsense everywhere that was dirty and grungy, and I mean, walls were yellowed because of all the smoke. He had fly traps hanging from the ceiling, like 4 or 5 in each room, full of flies. I handed him the papers. He ran around somewhere, and then his wife or girlfriend or something, she was sitting on the couch. He had like a walker. Neither of them were like clothed appropriately, and I don't think either of them knew what a shower was. And I tried to get out of there as quick as possible.
After we got the contract signed, we went to closing, and the escrow officer who was there closing him said,
this was a colorful guy, had no account, and wanted everything on his Walmart card.
He wanted a Walmart gift card for $31,800. He actually cut the cashier's check, went down to the bank, his bank that they issued it from, and signed it and vouched for the guy and got the guy cash.
His buddy drove him over here, and his buddy drove him away from the bank after I put $6,000 cash in his pocket.
He's like, well, I don't have a bank account. I can't receive a wire.
The remaining money was given to his crony, and he dropped that into his account.
He says this was one of the most interesting sellers that he's ever worked with.
I just bought a giant room full of gold coins, and I'm going to dive into it like Scrooge McDuck.
So I bought this property basically for the land value. It's a half an acre on a frontage road, which I think will eventually be worth a lot more money. So the house is just a bonus. Actually, the house is just a way for me to pay for the expenses on that property. So I put a little bit more money into it, probably like 15,000 bucks. So then I could rent the property, and I rent the property for 750 bucks a month. And that 750 gives me a little bit of a return on my $45,000-ish investment. It pays for the taxes, pays for the insurance, and allows me to hold this property indefinitely, really, until development gets there. Now, the first tenants I put in there, they paid for the first few months, and then they kind of stopped paying or being slow payers. And as I was starting getting on them for that, they started coming up with all these excuses. And those of you who have rentals understand what this is. They come up with excuses so that they can not pay you the rent, basically, right? So, oh, the garage door opener doesn't work. The air conditioning is not working right. Or, you know, our crops, we plant our crops and they got trampled and now we can't harvest our crops anymore. And there's snakes on the property. They started saying all these things and I'm like, whatever. Ended up evicting them, getting them out of there. I put some new people into the property. They're paying me $750 a month and everything's great. Till the other day when they gave me a call.
What's going on?
We have like a small pond in the backyard and in the garden area. So this is causing snakes to come in and flood into the home.
I've killed 55 snakes.
And counting.
Whoa. We're in the bedroom and I'm watching television. I see something move and it's a snake.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, or if I'm in the kitchen and I happen to look, you see something out of the corner of your eye move and it's a snake.
Wow.
I've looked up like home remedies, safe remedies to come up with. And all these things put down mothballs. I can't stand the smell of mothballs. It reminds me of old people. So I cannot do mothballs. But I did a few of them around the house, and that stopped it.
I heard that. I've heard of that, and I've heard of the remedy being, coyote urine. Coyote urine.
Coyote urine. And
but I heard that's like $60 a gallon, or something like that.
I'm not paying that.
Ask those exterminators what we can do, and I'm more than willing to help you guys get rid of that stuff because I can't even imagine that. That's snake. Yeah. Ugh. I can't imagine that. We find somebody that can take care of it. Let's just get them getting out there now.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
That's probably the craziest call that I've ever had from a tenant. I mean, snakes? Are you kidding me? In your house? Like, I'd be moving tomorrow. So anyway, that's the world of real estate though, right? Keeps things interesting. There's always something that's coming up and you never know what you're gonna get. But that's life in real estate, kids.